we lost our fundamentals. I thought we played really strong, played the conditions really well in the first half. Q1, 2 and 4 combined, I think we're plus 14 contested, plus 48 uncontested, so good balance inside and out. And so we started getting beaten inside the contest. The first 10, last 10 of the third, gave up 3 goals either end that really, we've got to find a way to minimise. Obviously, the best sides can't win you. We talked about it at half time, but we got beaten significantly early in that third, and I think they got real momentum off the back of that. And a little part in the middle of the quarter, we pushed back, but then they opened us up again, and it was disappointing because for the large part of the game, I thought we attacked them really well. Like I said, we got good balance around the contest, but they were really strong and potent in that third.
So how do you, balance it up on glass after last week? Or?
Yeah, it's probably a bit early, but I spoke after the game to the players around, I think, Q1, 2 and 4, we're plus 16 points. Obviously, the game's won and lost in that third. And we got to find a way. We tried a couple of things. We put a number back, but then we felt that pinned us a little bit. So we changed. We tried to get an extra around the ball. So we were trying to arrest momentum, but in the end, I think we just started losing 1v1 contests, and so you can change all the structure. But if you lose regular 1v1 contests against a quality side, I think the dam wall breaks. So that was disappointing, but probably proud of the group coming over here, on the back of playing. We just played the best 2 teams in the comp. But after last week to respond, I think that we need to. I don't know if you looked at our first centre bounce. We had Rowell, Humphrey, and Anderson. So we're not shying away from where we need to get to. We're a young group, and these are experiences, although painful, we'll take a fair bit from it. And I think that under pressure, some guys are learning what AFL footy is about. And I think we've got to make sure we keep learning from these and not trying to be shallow or overly optimistic for the sake of it. I think the reality is that's a team that's probably roaring for a grand final, and they were too good for longer. We weren't hard enough for longer, and therefore beat us on the outside too.
Do you take particular sides for the last quarter because it could have really got away from you, given where it was going?
Yeah, yep. And then we asked for a physical response. We said get back to what we were doing well in the first half, and I think they did that. And I think that's all we can ask at that point. So we understand there's no point dwelling on the third, in particular at 3/4 time. We had to look forward and we had to respond, and we thought they did. So again, it's about making sure what can we do moving forward. We've got to find a way forward. Obviously, going forward against the better teams, we've conceded a number of goals in one particular period of play, so we need to keep looking at that, need to keep getting better at that. Players have to understand their responsibility in terms of what they can do on the ground, and not try and do too much, but everyone's got to do their bit when it's in the area, otherwise we start collapsing.
Was it because he's been out for quite a period of time that 2 CBAs were minimal?
Yeah, a little bit. We like the look of him at half forward coming up. I don't know if you noticed in the first, which you did obviously, but we like the look of the run that he gave us. We felt he impacted and gave us good shape at the stoppage, and then got forward, and so we did like the look of that. And obviously in the third, we got him up around the ball a little bit more, and then started him in the last. So it wasn't to protect him. We felt that midfield cruise served us really well, and we also thought that he could give us some potency forward of the ball and give us some good shape around stoppage. And it's a pretty good return from a guy who was going to miss 12 to 16 weeks, to be honest. I mean, what a professional. You can't underestimate what he's done to get back to play at that level straight in. It's outstanding.
Why do you think you couldn't take advantage
Yeah, I think at times our delivery, there was a few times we had some good looks, we just couldn't get it to advantage side. A lot of those balls fell short. Again, we've got to keep working on our entries, but obviously I think Port ramped up their pressure as well, so it was a little bit more dirty ball going in and they were able to come across and assist. So, yeah, we talked about it, and in the end, we subbed Ben. It wasn't his night, and we thought we'll go a bit smaller. So we thought we had a look at can we capitalise, but it wasn't to be. So we used that as a tactical one to try and get Jai Farah on a bit more speed, because we felt when they got ascendancy, it was bouncing out of there pretty quick.
What was the message to them? Because that wasn't his night. I think they had one possession to that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no! Look, he actually got his hands on a few early, and he was frustrated. He's been presenting really well. I don't think he's had many nights like that. That hasn't been his night, and it was a simple message to him. Look, we're going to go a little bit smaller. Levi was looking dangerous, and Jack was working up and down the ground. So it was purely tactical. And again, on a greasy night, we just wanted to change the look. So I was just pretty honest with him around that.
I was going to ask you about Levi. I talked about lack of marks inside 50, but you must have been really pleased with his just general effort around the ground.
Yeah. He's been great for us since he's come to the footy club, and we probably all agreed that he was coming to be depth and help us out physically, but he just keeps fronting up, and the players love playing with him because he's got a physical presence. So, yeah, it's again, he stood up for us tonight.
It's been a tough couple of losses, but I mean, at 7 and 9, do you feel like you're still in the fight?
Well, we're still in the fight. I think tonight tells us we are. I think it was a tough week on the back of last week. I think Collingwood, they smacked us. Yeah, can't hide from that. But I think the way our attitude, the way we attacked this game, we weren't coming over to try and minimise a loss. We came to try and win and beat a team that's been on fire, and we let ourselves down in that first 10 of the third and the last 10. But no, we're still in the fight. I think the effort tonight tells you the players are up for it. And again, we've got to keep trying to punch above our weight.
There's obviously been a lot of external noise around the last few weeks. How has it sort of impacted?
Has there? No, I'm only joking.
How has it impacted the group, and how do you sort of keep it out?
Look, I think on tonight's performance, you say it hasn't impacted the group. So again, we just got to lead really well, lead strongly. The players keep their mind on the job, keep them focused. So I think tonight tells us that we can't blame the third quarter on commentary during the week. So we'll get back to work, and I think we've done that well by and large in the last couple of years. So I think we'll look forward to this week.